The house we buy is going to be a house that we have to live in for a long time. Good morning, everyone. Oh, it's not good yet. It's good afternoon, actually. It's almost 2 p.m. I'm finally going to my 6 weeks appointment, and man, I can't believe I'll be 6 weeks. Dang, the time flies. I cannot believe that it's 6 weeks already. I was telling my husband that these days, I think the days are going by very fast. For example, our mornings is morning, immediately is lunch. Like, ever since I started teaching the boys, you start to really see how valuable the time is. We just got back from the hospital. Everything went well. I passed everything. She checked everything. Everything is fine. And my uterus has healed fine. I asked her, doctor, I want to lose weight. What should I do?
What did she say?
She said she's gonna recommend a life coach.
A what?
I said, bring her to me. Life coach is a life coach.
I don't know.
No, honey.
Sounds like a psychiatrist, psychologist.
I don't think so. I don't think it's a life.
Okay, well, it's not a trainer. I never heard a personal trainer called a life coach before. Do you have any idea what she's talking about?
No, I have a feeling that a life coach is someone that's gonna tell you, okay, this is how you do it. Maybe possibly give me some meal that you recommend and stuff. Because here's the thing, I've lost weight before. Then I was not breastfeeding, you know. Every time I try to eat a little less, my breast supply goes down. So I want someone that kind of is educated. Why do you look like skeptical?
Okay, where are you gonna find a life coach?
No, she said they have someone here. She has someone that she'll recommend.
Here?
Yeah, in where we live, in our town.
Okay.
Let's hear from her. Don't worry, just stay there, love.
That's fine.
So yeah, that's what happened. Everything went very well. I want to change my life for the better. I was telling my doctor that this time I don't want yo-yoing stuff. If God blesses me with another child in the future, Lord willing, I better be like where I should be. But at least I'm slowly going back to normal, to my where I was. But I want to be where now. So I'm gonna be keeping you guys updated on how this is gonna go to find a life coach. I think I need something like that.
So did she give you a name and phone number?
She's gonna call me and tell me in one of these days. So hopefully it will go well. I'm excited about that. I hope everything will go well, because girl, this girl over here needs a healthy lifestyle. I want to be like my husband. You're always working out like crazy. But she said I can start working out if I want to. I can do everything. I'm at the point where I'm fine. You know what I mean? And everything. I thank the Lord. It's all by the mercies and the goodness of the Lord for sure. Everything was done by the Lord himself. And I will never stop praising him for that. My birth was good. Hence the name of my child. So far everything went very well. I'm very impressed. I'm very happy. I loved her so much. She was a very good doctor, very good midwife. So you guys, I'm here to ask my husband to go and drive in a neighborhood. I just tell him, okay, let me start about the conversation so we can understand where this is coming from. So you guys, really have fallen in love with this small town. I have tried to really like look at the cons of living here. We've been having a lot of good experiences. That I was telling my husband that I'm really falling in love with this place, that when the time comes for us to buy a house, that we should buy a house here. And I'm really convinced that we're gonna buy a house. So my husband was telling me, what kind of house do you want? I said, just drive us to a very nice neighborhood. I'll show you the type of house we're buying, honey. And now I'm showing my husband the house we're buying. I'm not buying it this year. We're not buying it as yet, but we are looking. We've been ever since we moved here. Okay, I'll tell you guys. We've been talking about buying a house here. We've been planning for it. Something that we've been planning for. And my husband and we were talking about, so where do we buy a house? Because wherever you're gonna buy a house, it has to be a place that we are really gonna live in for a long time, or for at least as long as we live. I'm not the type of person, with the mind that I come from, I'm from Botswana, we never move. It's impossible for my mom to say it's time to move and sell the house. Another thing that I want to share with you guys, my culture, is that a home should never be sold. That's our culture. My mom will never sell her house, no matter what. I know that there are the young generations that are coming that sometimes will have financial problems. As we believe that no matter your financial problem, it should never come at the expense of your house or at the expense of your home. So I believe the same thing too, that whatever house my husband and I were gonna buy, at least with this kind of belief, my husband is not, we believe it in, right honey? Yeah, we should never buy that. We should never sell the house. Wherever we go, I mean, unless there are circumstances, but it should never be because we are financially in problem and stuff. That also involves really planning very, very well for a house, not just buy it because the society is telling us to. I fallen in love with this place. It's very family. Is it concept? What is it?
Family oriented.
It's very family oriented. So much. The midwives really, and the homeschooling program. It's a very good place for a child to grow up in here. And when I compare it where I'm from, Tempe, and I compare it in Arizona, I feel like here is a lot more family Botswana lifestyle kind of life. So we're not gonna sell it. So the house we buy is going to be a house that we have to live in for a long time. So to start dreaming, I said, my husband, let's go to a favorite neighborhood we like, and then I'll show you the type of house I want us to buy. And then honey, you tell me how much you think that house is. I cannot show it because it's people's houses and you never know, it may be the house that I'm gonna buy. You know God? God can show you the house and then you'll think that it's just the house you like, and the next time it will be in the market. The God that I serve is bigger than anything. The person that is selling the house, we never know. You know, you guys, I serve a God. I serve the Prince of Peace, the King of Kings. Okay, and this King of Kings knows what I pray for before I say it. And he knows our desires, he knows our hearts, and he knows that we don't get impressed by what people are saying. We just want what he wants us for. So he wants a family thing. Come with us about the plan to buy a house in America and how things will go. So say what I've been saying, honey. What do you think about what you believe in my family and a lot of people in my country, that your home is a home no matter what, you don't sell your home?
I think it's very commendable.
Mm-hmm.
I like it. I mean, I would like to pattern our lives and our family after that.
Mm-hmm.
I like it.
Yeah, no moving too much.
And maybe it was probably like that here about 100 years ago. I don't know. Sounds like something that was of value to people generations ago.
Yeah, because you leave your inheritance to your children's children, and your inheritance has to go from children's children, and as a result your inheritance also, I think it is also being your being and where you grew up and stuff. Although where you grew up does not matter. God took Abraham and then from the land of the Chaldees.
Yeah, I mean, it's biblical when you look at the 12 tribes of Israel.
Yeah,
they were not allowed to lose their inheritance, or
yeah,
if they did lose it, they would get it back during the year of Jubilee.
That's a good point. I didn't even think of it, that they'll get it back at the year of Jubilee. So yeah, I really stand out to that. Even though I was not looking at the Bible, I really have seen the value of it. My grandma's place is still the place that she's been living on for years. My great-great-grandparents have lived there for those years. And that way, even if, like, God forbid, something happens, let's say you lose a job or you lose anything, at least you can have a place to sleep at. I noticed that a lot of people will sell their home and they don't know what's going to happen in the future. They'll become homeless, and then it becomes even harder. So I believe in having a place to sleep at. And not only that, let's face it, here in America it's very difficult to own a home. It's not like where in Botswana you are given the place for free and you just start building. Here it's very, very difficult. Let me tell you how we get a home in Botswana. How you get it, you apply for a land, and then after you've applied for a land, you are given a land, and then you build your house anyhow you want. For example, God has blessed us with a land that I've never shared about in my videos. There's a land that I applied for and it was given to me. and it's a land that I'm going to build a house in. I applied for it and I was in, and then we were given the land for free, and then all that you need to worry about is building
A ranch house.
yeah, ranch house will be, yeah, homesteading stuff. That's what I pray for. So the reason why I like the ranching stuff, because if God ever blesses us with children that want to have farms and stuff, you keep on praying for us. So, but we really have fallen in love with this small town. It really has proven to itself. What really made me really fall in love with it was the education system and the fact that it is very flexible. You can do whatever you like. I mean, you can do whatever you like anywhere. But the fact that the school system was really hands-on. There's a saying in my language, maybe you guys say the same thing too, that education is the inheritance that no one can steal from you. You guys say the same thing?
That sounds very good.
Yeah, that's what we say. So if we can just live here and just let them have the education and all stuff like that, and then they can do whatever they want, I pray that they're gonna like this place the same way you do. It's really proven itself. It's really good, you guys. It has everything. Even if I've said to my husband that even if people were to say, well, the food was not gonna be there, we have farming here. So we can easily go to someone that have cows to go and buy meat. You can easily go to someone that has cows to have milk. Like, it's the farm, everything good about it. Yeah, we like it so much. So this is the place that you're going to. So we're going to another neighborhood. She's going to show my husband what the kind of place. I'm showing my husband a house that really, even though I'm not getting inside, that I'm really will love to want. And you guys keep on watching. When the time comes, I'll show you the house. I mean, God has been good for us, honey. He has. So here, as I was saying, if we don't know, let me just go back now. Here in America, unfortunately, the poor cannot afford a house. It's a very unfortunate situation. You will think that the poor should be able to have a house, but here it doesn't work like that. The rich are the ones that have a house, and I see slowly also us and where I'm from going into that direction, because if we give all control to the big man, they're going to oppress on how you get a house. Back home, I can have no dollar to eat. Oh, okay, we're there. Okay. So as I was saying is that where I'm from, even if you're so poor to the point where you cannot afford anything, let me tell you, you have a house to live in.
It's gotta be.
Oh yeah, that one is very nice. You have a place to live at, and that's one thing that I've really loved, and I want my kids to learn that your home is not something that you just wake up in the morning and you're broke, you're like, I need to sell the home. That's not how they should think. If they ever think like that, I'm not gonna be happy. They should know that the home is out of the selling, no matter how much you're desperate for the money. That's what I'm gonna tell them. And I'm really impressed on how this place is like. We're falling in love with it. It's a very nice place that we really love so much that I have a feeling that it's gonna be the place that we choose. And some of you may be saying, no, I thought you were building a house back in Botswana. Yes, we're still building a house in Botswana. We believe also in having, if God can provide, just having two places for your children to grow up in. I'm from Botswana, so they should also have a home back in Botswana. They should have a home back in Botswana and back in America. That way they can choose where they want to live. But I really want them to learn my culture too. So as the house is still building, we are waiting for the rain. Right now is the rainy season. We're waiting for the rainy season to go, and then you're gonna be roofing it. But the house here is not gonna happen today or anytime soon. But there's something that my husband and I were talking about just like building. I've been having a house here, but it's not something that's gonna happen tomorrow. No. But I was just like having to talk about this topic since I'm doing videos every day, just like telling you guys the plans and updating you on our dream house in Botswana, and it's going so well too. But yeah, we love this place so much.
You asked me if I like this area, and I said this is the best community I've ever seen as far as living. So, but then again, I'm partial. I grew up here.
Yeah.
But it's even more so. It's even more family oriented now than it was when I lived.
Yeah, my doctor was saying that it's the hidden treasure that no one will know until you're in. So it's kind of like that kind of hidden treasure that you really like. It's a very nice place. I mean, you guys have seen the parks. And now that we know that we're probably not gonna go to Botswana this coming year, or we don't know what's gonna happen, but our goal is to really show you this place. It's gonna be a travel place, because I won't be pregnant anymore, because the problem is that I was pregnant with little Garrett, and it was really hard for me to do the pregnancy. But now the goal is to really show you this place, to show that you guys see that I'm just talking the talk and show you the real stuff. It's a very family friendly place, and I love it so much. I've fallen in love with it, and I like the farming part of it, and it has the touch of both farming and city life if you want to, although it doesn't look like the city at all, because we don't have Target, we don't have Hobby Lobby, we don't have big stores, but these big stores are 1 hour away, so it's more like an excuse to leave the city. We don't have Chipotle, we don't have so we don't have those big things, but we have Walmart is everywhere. So we have TJ Maxx, we have Ross Dress for Less, we have what else do we have? Fred Meyer. So yeah, we are doing something. Yeah, we don't have Costco for sure, so we don't have those big stores, but it's a place that is very traditional place. I'm being someone that comes from the village in Botswana, it is giving me a very good peace of mind. I wouldn't want my kids to grow up in a big city. Honestly, I would not. And I'm really impressed by that. Anyways, guys, I hope this video was helpful. It taught you some stuff, and it gave you an idea of the houses here and what you're gonna do and stuff. I just wanted to share that because I felt like that was a good thing to share with you guys. I'll see you in my next one. Lord willing, we're going to another neighborhood. We'll see you guys. Bye.